Caesar. Let me help you sisters understand what is really happening here, because all too often a lot of spiritualists or people who claim to have the knowledge and wisdom are on these platforms beating down our men. It is time we stop this mess, because all of this started with us. Let me help you to recognize what has happened during the time of creation. You see, there were 12 emanations from source, and out of those 12 emanations, Sophia emerged. And within her, there was something called the demiurge. The demiurge is her son. So all of this started with us, the female. All of it started with us. And we're the ones who have to fix it. That's why all of this is happening now. You see, the demiurge created what we call the earth, the physical realm, the illusion that we are currently and presently in and trying to get out of. So Sophia, the wisdom, represents that. What she gave us was knowledge, spiritual knowledge, for such a time as this, so that we can use that to get out of the illusion. So this is why we're talking about the dragon and the dragon moving. The dragon energy is a Sophianic energy, the Sophianic wisdom. So she is moving and shaking. And she knew there would come such a time as this, because she is trying to lay what we call that golden egg. And it's not just a physical golden egg. Remember, I talked about Jack and the Beanstalk and the giant having control of the goose, until Jack supposedly freed the goose, thereby now capturing the eggs, right? So he didn't free the goose per se for her to be loose and to be free. He freed it to now capture that golden egg. That's what the demiurge represents. But the mother, Sophia, she's restless. She's been captive for so long. She was put in stasis. And this is one of the reasons now she is moving, because we are feeling the mitochondria of the earth, which is shaking everything. We are feeling that. As I mentioned in one of my videos, you can go back and listen to them, where the woman has been complaining of all these birthing pains that she's experiencing. That's because the mother dragon, she is experiencing all of that. And as she gets ready to give birth to this golden egg, this is where the change is going to come, because we were chosen to be here, especially Caribbean women, where she sits, where she resides. We were chosen for such a time as this to be her companions in awakening and awakening everything and everyone on the planet. It's not just humans who are ascending and awakening. There are life forms, everything, every life form on this planet is ascending. From the ant, from the rock, everything is ascending. So as much as we want to believe we're special, everything at this point in time is moving and shaking. And what that golden egg will produce is a Christ conscious energy that we are hearing so much about. So much about these changes that are coming to the planet. That is the Christ conscious energy. So sisters, don't be afraid. Don't keep bashing our men, because the men were once boys and boys become men. So what we have to do is now balance those energies, the male and female within us. It starts within us and then cascades out. We have to balance ourselves so that we can ascend to the next level. This is what all of this is about. It's about the balance and it's about ascending. This is about the Christ conscious energy we hear so much about. This is the Christ child energy we hear so much about. All right? So don't bash our men. Love on them. They need us as much as we need them. Remember, I'm Empress Aziza. Peace.